Hello everybody, my name is Danilo and I'm working in a fiscal solution as an account manager. Today I'll be presenting you the fiscalization overview of Montenegro. We'll start of course from the beginning and from the history of the fiscal law. So history is starting from 2019, July 31st, when the law was accepted by the parliament. The day after, the president of Montenegro accepted the law also. And then later that year, December 27th, this project of electronic fiscalization postponed till 2021. So basically, due to Corona and all things around it, this project was postponed. And mainly next year, 2020, mainly from June, some bylaws regulating several topics were published. And then again, from 1st January 2021, this project of electronic fiscalization officially started. So for all taxpayers, the grace period to establish a real-time communication with the tax authority was until 1st June 2021. So some of the main and let's say the biggest fiscal requirements in Montenegro. First of all, like I said, its fiscalization type is online, so online communication with the tax authority. Also, you need to register the stores and solution-related elements. And in Montenegro, we don't have any process of certification, so neither post-application certification, neither fiscal device certification. Fiscal regulation in Montenegro is requesting that fiscalization subject have to be a registered business subject, like I said in the previous slide, issue receipts, and use POS that is able to support, first of all, digital certificates for signing the transactions and the internet communication for communication, of course, with the fiscal authorities. Also, you need to send the receipt at the moment of issuing in the real time to the government, of course. You can issue the cash receipts, must be in the printed way, in the paper way, and non-cash can be sent either in a printed form or electronically if customer, of course, agrees to it. When we speak about fiscalization subjects in Montenegro, so every person or legal entity who are taxpayer of income tax are obliged to issue the receipt for selling goods and providing services, of course. Taxpayers who make a turnover by selling goods and providing services to automated devices like vending machines also need to issue the receipts. When we speak about where is fiscal law to be followed, of course, in any business space in retail. So basically, business space includes indoor or outdoor spaces, movable places like delivery vehicles and such stuff. So basically, for example, POSs, self-services, kiosks, mobile sales, also online shops as well. So in any business in space in retail. In Montenegro, they said that you need to issue the receipt and fiscalize the transaction if it's sales, return, if it's advanced payment, diplomatic sales also, void transactions, invoices, gift card sales, and of course, if you're a foreign customer, you also need to have a fiscal transaction in that way. And one more note is that the negative receipts are allowed in Montenegro. We came to the part where I'll be speaking about complexity of this fiscal law. And first of all, like in every country, you need to find the right architecture for your environment. So different types of integration are on in Montenegro. Also, you need to define the sequence counter, you need to set up the infrastructure, and of course, manage the maintenance and support costs. Like I said in some of the first slides, every POS has to be registered at tax authorities, so you need to understand deregistration and new registration procedures. You need to know how to handle the unique codes and so on. Of course, because it's real-time communication with the tax authority, you will have offline scenario if you you don't have internet connection or something like that. In that sense, it's very time sensitive because you need to upload all the data at the tax authority within 2 days. Also reauthorize all the transactions at the tax authority. Of course, it's mandatory usage of official certificates for the signing of transaction, like I mentioned. So understanding the process of closing POSs and the stores is also very, very important and complex, of course. I already mentioned the registration procedures, so it's not only about a POS or store, but you need to register the fiscalization subject, you need to register software manufacturer, software maintainer also, so everything needs to be registered at the tax authority. Of course, defiscalization of the cash register is also obligatory in Montenegro. If you have a broken POS scenario, you need to know how to use the unique procedures of book of receipts. Also, 5 days you have for the authorization. You need to know how to manually do the procedures around fiscal receipts. And of course, you need to follow the procedures in receipts counter resetting. On top of that, understanding of the process of handling documents that have to be in the store is also very crucial. And everything mentioned in a couple of minutes before, if you don't do by the law, you will have a fine, so penalties from 3,000 to 40,000 is on, and you will pay the fine if you don't obey the law. On the end of this presentation, I will speak about what can we do, like fiscal solution, how can we help you in Montenegro. Firstly, we can provide all the detailed documentation and information from our portal and the workshop about the requirements in this fiscalization. Also, we have complete implementation of all the fiscal requirements in one application in our solution. We have extended security for you in a way that all fiscal transactions and data are saved on our fiscal back office application. Also, we can suggest the right architecture and fiscal products for your environment. We can guide you and support you in a registration and deregistration procedures. We can help you handle offline scenarios and time-sensitive procedures, of course. We can help you and support you for broken fiscal devices handling, manage all the complete process, also give you the instructions for operating sales with manual receipts, communicate with supplier because that is also mandatory, and of course daily monitor of all transactions, authorization, reauthorization, obeying the maximum allowed time for reauthorization, of course, and give you alerts for reauthorized transactions. And we also can analyze the problems before they happen and make a proactive work, let's say like that. And of course manage and monitor all the demanding administrative procedures with the tax authority. So our recommendation for you is, of course, our fiscal workshop or our portal. On the fiscal workshop, you can get all legal and technical details explained. Be ready to make a decision about best architecture and how to implement your POS solution. And of course, if you subscribe on our portal, you can get all detailed documentation, legal, business, and of course technical in English. You can get all relevant news and alerts in case of any important change in this fiscalization. So thank you guys for the time. Bye-bye.